What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. This is my Christmas hike, day after Christmas actually, and we're up here up in close to the Upper Buffalo, not too far from Whitaker Point. We're gonna do Compton Double Falls and Amber Falls today. We're at the trailhead. This is what it looks like, and I say we're gonna do these falls, that's assuming that there's some water out here in these creeks. I'm taking a little bit of a gamble because we haven't had much rain in the past week, so we may get disappointed out here, but we're going to give it a try anyways, and we'll see what happens. But this is the trailhead. As you can see, it's not marked with anything that says Compton Falls or Amber Falls. I don't know what upper means in this case, but I know that this is the trailhead. This road here, you can see where I'm parked up there. There's not a parking place here, but the road does widen out a little bit and has a little bit of a shoulder up there. That's really about the only place to park. So just walked on down here, and this is where you start, and you head down the hill down into the valley, headed down towards Whitaker Creek. And so a little bit about how to get here. Like I said, it's close to Whitaker Point, Hawksbill Crag, one of the most popular places in the state. We're actually a little bit west of there. We didn't come in on the road that's coming from Boxley Valley. We came from the west, and I will put those directions in the blog post, so you know how to find this. But anyways, that's where we are, and we're about to hit this trail and see what we got. All right, we're a short ways in. You see there's a orange ribbon there, and I'm gonna be quiet and let you listen, but it might be hard. There's a little bit of wind, but I hear water too. See if you can hear it. So I believe we're really close to Amber Falls, which is our first one, and that sound of water is a good sign. So I'm hoping that all of the falls have water, and we're about to find out really quick. All right, the trail forks right here. You see it goes that way. Just walk down there, and you can look down into this little grotto, kind of a gorge there. And I could see some water down there in the falls. I'm actually going to go this way because I believe it leads to the top. We're going to get a view of it, see what's down here. All right, I'm just standing on a big rock overlooking this little gorge here with the creek flowing through it. Looks like there's a good amount of water in that creek. That's good news. The falls, probably can't see it because of the trees, but I can hear it and I can kind of see it. It's right down there. We're about to make our way there. I just wanted to stop and check this out. Pretty nice down here. Good news. It's flowing. Look at that. So this trail just leads you right down here, and we're about to go all the way up. Check it out from the bottom. Got a feeling it's going to be a good day. By the way, yeah, I'll show you this little canyon here leading in. All right, let's get down there. All right, here we are, first stop of the day, Amber Falls. Nice flow, considering there really hasn't been a whole lot of rain. Show you this whole thing here. So we came in that way. Very nice. You know, I always try to get behind the falls, but this might be as close as we get today. Because even though it is a balmy 71 degrees today, day after Christmas. That water's still really cold. So I think I'll just call it good. I might could crawl. I think we're good. All right, really loud up there. But anyway, so there we go. I'm gonna play around here, snap a few more pictures, and then I'm gonna head on down the trail and try to get to Compton Falls today. So there we go. Amber Falls. I can check this one off the list. And yeah, we're gonna get going. All right, so I'm making my way down the trail, and it's kind of a spider web of trails here interconnecting, and one goes down that way back towards the creek, which is down there, and I'm eventually going to go that way. But first I'm going to break off this way because I know there's a little feeder creek coming in over here in its own little hollow, and I know there's a small waterfall over there. For one, I can hear it, but two, it's marked in my waypoints, my GPS, which you know, it's a good reason to do a little bit of homework before you go. And you know, I really highly recommend, you know, these GPS apps are free. I mean, you can get the paid versions of them, but the free versions, man, even that really helps a lot. So you don't miss as much stuff when you come out to these places. So that's how I kind of knew this was here, and I'm going to go down here and take a look. Then we'll get back on the main trail. Well, there it is. Not much to it. Maybe there's more when there's a little bit more water flowing around here, but that's all right. It took me less than a minute to get here, and then this trail, it just keeps going. I would feel really, you know, almost positive it's going to connect with where we were going anyway, so I'm just going to take it. That's going to get us down to our next. There's another small waterfall. There may be several before we actually get to Compton Falls. So you know, let's go this way. You can see, I don't know, you might be able to see there's the main creek is way down there, and this flows into it. Oh man. So we're staying up high above the creek where this trail goes. I mean, it's a good trail, so it's got to be the trail. And we've come up on this second little canyon here. So if you do use people's waypoints, probably see this one, especially Rick Henry. I think this was Unnamed Falls number 2. I guess someone's named it, but we're just gonna check this one out, and then the trail just keeps going. So let's see how good this one is. All right, there we go. There's a better look at Unnamed Falls number 2. Not a ton of water. More than that last one though. So now we got to find the trail. I think it wraps around that, but I'm not really sure. We'll find it. Okay, I'm recording this because this trail is really hard to see. So if you're ever down here, right over there, we just came from, I'll zoom in on it. We just came from right over there. There's the top of the Unnamed Falls 2 that I just showed you. Wrap around, cross over this little creek right here. And it's so faint, it's hard to see, but I'm on the trail. And it keeps going right up this hill. It's really hard to see. In fact, from across the creek, you can't see it at all. You just kind of have to come over here and look. But as we start walking it, you can see that, yeah, this is a trail. It just has leaves all over it. So this is the way. So the trail, it keeps coming down the hill, and you can see there's a red, orange ribbon there. So I know we're on the right track here, but it goes up pretty far away from this creek, which is, again, this is Whitaker Creek. So, but it does come back down, and now we're about to rejoin the creek and go on down, and I think we're getting pretty close to Compton Falls. So I'll just say, you know, there might be another path along this creek. I'm not sure. Maybe that was the one fork that we saw earlier that I could have taken, but we went this way because I wanted to see those other waterfalls. So comes on down, and I'll tell you, it gets a little hard to follow, because like you really can't see the trail because of all the leaves, but I can kind of faintly see where some people have walked. So from this point, I would say just stick to right along the creek. You're probably asking, well, dude, didn't you say you have a GPS track from somebody else? Yeah, I do. But the problem is, you know, those things fairly accurate, but they don't, you know, they don't get you right on top of somebody's footsteps. I mean, you might be 6 feet away, 10 feet away. And in this case, it's kind of hard to see, but I can tell I'm really, really close. So this has to be it. So sometimes you just gotta use a little common sense. And yeah, so here we go. We're gonna follow this on down, and we should show up at the top of Compton Double Falls, and then we'll figure it out from there. Man, this is real pretty down here. Got some fellow hikers coming up behind me, so that's cool. Got somebody to talk to down here. This thing just stair steps down, and I'm not sure, but I got a feeling that right down there at the end is probably the top. We're about to find out though. So the trail, like I was saying, it's covered up with leaves a lot and sometimes hard to follow, but if you just keep going, you'll pick up bits and pieces of the trail here and there, and it's good enough to follow, so just stick with it. Oh man, this is great. Look at these rocks. I bet water comes down that when it's really flooding good. A little waterfall there, that's pretty. Got some fellow hikers out here. And somebody left their copy of Tim's book. If I don't see anybody out here when I come back, I'm gonna take it and give it to somebody, so at least it won't get ruined. And if this is your book and you left it here, find me on Facebook on Our Own Backyard and message me. I'll get it to you if I don't give it to these hikers. All right, we're almost there. Man, look at that up there. That's pretty. And here we are, we're at the top, and I am not getting too close because, man, it's a long way down. You can see there's one spigot, there's another. And we're gonna go across that side over there and get a better view, but man, look at that. It's a long way down, dude. Stay away from the edge. All right, there we are. It's another view of it, Compton Double Falls, and you can see it's only a slight trickle on one side right there. The other one's flowing pretty good though, but it's one stream, and they've just carved little tunnels in the rock there over time. But it's a long fall. And this canyon, dude, this is awesome. Apparently, from everything I've read, and very nice folks up there, I just met them that's out here hiking, and he's been here several times. Can't get down here, there's a break in the cliffs. He said it's a pretty good bushwhack. We'll see if we can make it. I'm gonna give it a try. But wow, what a sight. Water's beautiful today. All right, so it's not a terrible bushwhack. I've been following this trail along this ledge here. I've come to this point, and I can see that people have, you can kind of see a faint trail going down this. This has to be it. I can't imagine anywhere else you're going to get through this bluff line here. So I'm going to go down there. I'm going to try to go down there, and we'll see how far we get. Well, I made it down, and there's Owlfalls. I mean, it's literally like right around the corner from, we were just right up there. And the way I just last showed you was pretty sketchy. I went around the right hand side of that big boulder that I was just standing next to, and then it came on down here. It's going to be kind of a hard climb out of there. Just going to be totally honest with you, but like, man, I can hear this waterfall, I can see it. So here we are, Owl Falls. Pretty nice. And then this thing goes on down. I guess I'm just gonna follow this down to Whitaker Creek. Man, pretty awesome little box canyons everywhere. Let's see what we can do now. Okay, I've made it to the bottom, to Whitaker Creek. And right up there, that's where we were. And we were looking at this side of the boulder, but I can tell you, go around the top, the other side of the boulder, and then come around this bend. That's the way. So we're gonna follow this. I mean, look, you can see it up there. It's not as far as I thought. It's up there. So we're gonna go up and back up this thing and head out. And my new friends over there, they came along. They're down there at Owl Falls, where I just left you. They're gonna hike on down this creek a little ways, and then they're gonna come back up. But we're gonna do this and head out. And here we are. We made it to the bottom of Compton Double Falls. Look at this place. And once you get to the bottom of the creek, it's really not bad at all getting down here. And y'all know what I almost did? Up there at the top, right down there, I almost backed out. I almost said, man, it's good enough. I see it. That's good enough. Man, screw that. Took me an hour and a half just to get to that point. Man, if you come this far, finish it off, man. Now look, I'll be honest with you. It's a little sketchy getting down that thing, but like, you don't need a rope. I mean, just be careful, go slow. You know, it's probably better if you have somebody with you. And maybe if those people hadn't been here, maybe I wouldn't have gone, but I don't know. I don't know. But I said, you know what? I'm this far, we're going to the bottom. And I'm glad I did. Man, that's awesome. I wish this other side was flowing a little bit more, but whatever. That would just mean that this creek would be a lot higher, a little bit harder to cross. So, all right, there you go. So recap, we saw Amberfalls first. We saw a couple of unnamed falls along the trail coming down here. I just took you by Owl Falls, which is just around the bend down here. We came back up, and here we are at the bottom of Compton Double Falls. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this video helps somebody that's maybe not sure if they want to do this or not. Hope this helps. So there you go, Compton Double Falls and all the others. Thanks for watching.